Alright, so today we're looking at Husqvarna. This happens to be YTH 2242, and did some work on the belt underneath, but I noticed as I'm putting everything back together, I mean, this thing's in pretty crusty shape, and I'm seeing there's grass and stuff sticking out from around here, and it tells me that there's possible chance there's a critter nesting in there. And so we're going to open it up and take a look at what's going on inside and clean everything up and get those fins cleaned out so this thing doesn't overheat. Alright, first thing we do is get the cover off the air filter. I did loosen them up already a little bit. Air filter's not too bad a shape. And then we're going to be looking at some bolts around on the side of the plastic here. I've got a 10mm. Now with this particular engine, there's slots in the plastic below these bolts, so you could just turn them out about part way and then leave them be like that. Another one over here. And got one right here. Again, the slots on the bottom, they don't all have those slots, so don't blame me if your engine doesn't have that. We'll go on the opposite side. Now there's two more back here, and I have a wrench for that because I can't get the ratchet back there. So let's get the wrench back there. Nope, 10mm is not working back there. I'm thinking 3/8. So let's go get a 3/8 wrench. Alright, 3/8 probably would have worked fine on here too. Yeah. Anyway. So let me show you what I'm working on back here. Bolts right here. Alright, here's the wire for the headlights. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bolts loosened, but now we've got to take this off. Five 16ths. And then we got one more little screw to get off of this plastic shroud, and that's right there. Let's see if that's 5/16 as well. Nope, smaller. And this is 1/4 inch. Alright, now I think everything is loose that needs to be loose. Occasionally, some of these engines, the fuel pump over here is mounted as well using the same bolts. In this case, they've designed it so the bracket holding the fuel pump is not attached to this. So we should be able to raise that right off. And sure enough, look at that nastiness there. Not so much on this side. And while we're here, we're gonna look at the wires and stuff, make sure nothing got chewed up. I did have an engine one time where one of the cylinders stopped working because a mouse chewed up one of the wires for the ignition, and it touched a bare spot and grounded out that wire. So anyway, let's clean this out. Alright. Hope we don't find anything dead in there. Alright, there wasn't too much big stuff. Alright, I'm going to get the blowgun to do the rest of it. Oop. My blowgun just fell apart. Alright, we got the short blowgun here. Woo! I forgot something. We need to cover up the carburetor here. We really want to focus on getting the stuff from between the fins here, because these fins are important to keep the cylinder cool as it's running. And if that gets clogged up, your engine's going to overheat. You could start burning out things that shouldn't be burned out. There's just a chunk down there. It doesn't want to come out. There it is. This is one of those things that if you really want to do a good job on a tune-up, do this occasionally just to make sure. Alright, I think it's looking pretty good. So look down inside along these fins, you want all those clean. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So let's put the cover back on. We can go this way. Now we got to line up all of these slots where the screws were. All right, looks good. Line these up again. Now these just go into plastic, so you don't want to reef on them too much. Okay. All right, now with the proper 3/8 socket, I'll go around and I'll tighten all of the bolts that I loosened. Lift this one up a little bit. There we go. Snug them up. There's no need to kill them. Alright, there we go. Put the air filter back in place. And tighten this down. All right, there we go. I got one Briggs and Stratton V-twin engine without a mouse nest in it now. Thanks for watching.